What's up, everybody? This is DeAno Jackson, your executive producer. Welcome to Geeks Around. We're here today, of course, talking about the latest episode of Game of Thrones, episode 306, The Climb. Joining me, of course, is the host, Matt Moore. What's going on, Matt?
Not much. Just having fun. Saw Iron Man 3 twice this weekend, so that was awesome.
Oh, nice. That sounds like fun. Also joining us, Knuckles Goldberg. What's up, Knuckles? I actually should legitimately start calling you that, Knuckles. But then it's like I think that I hear Knuckles and I get the Chunda in my head, and that's kind of where I'm at with that
Sonic.
name. Well,
Sonic and Knuckles.
Exactly, that's what I said. Knuckles the Chunda. That's what he is.
A Chunda. Okay, I learn something new every day.
There you go. That's how we do it here on Geeks Around. We're here to educate. But it's like, okay, we're 6 episodes deep into this season of Game of Thrones. Only 4 episodes left after this point. Overall, it's like, what'd you guys think of this episode?
I think
I liked it. I was going to say I liked it. I didn't like it as good as the 2 episodes previous to it, but it was still really good.
David?
I think they were doing a lot of setup in this episode. We kind of saw everyone except for Stannis, Davos, and Daenerys.
Mm-hmm.
Saw a little bit of everyone. Doing some setup for the upcoming final episodes.
Yeah, and something else I liked. I liked the way they kept switching back to Jon and all them, trying to climb up over the wall. How they kept checking back on that sporadically. I thought that was really well done. It's like I really didn't know how they were gonna play that out. I was like, with this episode being called The Climb, we kind of knew where we were headed here. We kind of knew what was going to be happening. So I wasn't sure if they were all going to try to just shoehorn that all into one scene or what they were going to do. But I think they did it very well.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like at the very beginning, John was kind of told exactly where his loyalties lie. He didn't choose. He was told where his loyalties lie, and he followed through with that.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like a woman tells you, it's like, you will be loyal to me or I'll cut your dick off and wear it around my neck. Okay, even if I had other plans. Okay, this loyalty thing, we're going to have to work. This might have to work. Because that's a hell of a threat. And Ygritte is like, Ygritte would have done that shit, too.
Well, he could have let her fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because he didn't, she will be loyal to him forever. Well, one can hope anyway. You never know in a show like this, but that is a pretty strong bond of loyalty. These assholes tried to kill us both. I saved my ass and yours.
I'm kind of surprised that the second they caught their breath, they didn't stand up and kill him.
I was so expecting that.
Yeah.
I'd have killed the fucking shit out of that dude. Or at the very least, I'd have taken that axe thing and and shoved it into his leg or something. At the very least. It's like, come on. It's like, he had that coming. There's no, you can't deny that he had it coming.
Yeah.
So I'm very surprised it didn't go down like that. But hey, whatever. But since we're already talking about stuff north of the wall, we finally got to check back in on how Samuel is doing, and I don't know, he's having difficulty enough just simply making a fire.
Yes, but now he's got a new adoring pet. Girl.
Yeah.
She's smitten with him quite a bit. Like, he can do no wrong.
Yeah, something tells me he's going to be putting that to the test.
Speaking of, he's got a nice, they showed it, the little obsidian dagger that he has.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I did that one. It's like was it dragon glass, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's obsidian.
Yeah. It's like we didn't get a chance to stay with them very long because, we were actually doing a lot of bouncing around here. It was like, it was a very strong setup show. let's just go back to King's Landing. We'll start at King's Landing and go north.
Okay. There was a lot going on in King's Landing. How about the theory that the entire show is actually just two people going against each other? That it's Littlefinger versus Varys.
Right.
That's the entire show, is these two people pitted against each other.
It seems like, because like just about in every season, it's like, I mean, they're having some sort of conversation about how they've one-upped each other over, the course of whatever the hell's been going on. I mean, it's like, we say a lot about, the manipulations of like Cersei and some of the other Lannisters and whatnot, but these two undermine pretty much everything. It's almost like anything that happens is the direct result of the influence of one of them or the other.
And
right,
then there was...
Varys and Littlefinger are like playing a game of chess with the Lannisters and the Tyrells.
Mm-hmm. What were you going to say, Matt?
Oh, I was going to say, and that kind of led to the end scene. I know it's kind of early to talk about the end scene, but Littlefinger's whore that was actually Varys's spy, getting lots of arrows through her various parts of her body.
Yeah, we're seeing Joffrey the sadistic again.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like I guess when Marjorie ain't paying attention, it's like he's gonna do what he's gonna do. Still pretty messed up. It's like, I mean, damn. Woman like that is like, and all he could think to do is use her for target practice? Really?
Well, you can't assume that that she did the target practice before taking advantage.
I don't know. It's like I remember those whores that his Uncle Tyrion got him, and what happened there. It's like sex wasn't really involved. I think he gets off more on the violence.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of Tyrion.
Yeah, it's like I like that Tyrion finally actually went ahead and confronted Cersei about what happened to him during the Battle of Blackwater, and this part was a surprise to me because I honestly did think she was responsible. It was like I had no idea that it was actually Joffrey that had given the command.
I thought it was Cersei. She just kept her mouth shut.
That's another possibility as well.
Well, she implicated that it was Joffrey who had told the guy to kill Tyrion during the battle on the Blackwater.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, it's true she could have just, just not said anything and let Tyrion draw his own conclusions, but at this late in the game, what would Cersei have to lose by deceiving him?
I don't know. Possible ally in non-marriage.
Yeah, quite possibly. We speculated about that last week. Well, it's like, I mean, in this episode, we at least saw them being relatively civil to each other, and Cersei did confess that, it was Tyrion's plan that stopped the siege from Stannis long enough for Tywin to come in and save the rest of the day. But it's like, if it wasn't for Tyrion, none of that shit would have happened. She recognized that.
Yeah,
so it's about time somebody other than Lord Varys did.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, that was a masterful plan. It's like, come on, give the imp some props.
Yeah, but I don't think it gets him any credit with his family. I think even if they acknowledge it, that doesn't mean that they're going to treat him any better.
No, probably not. But it's like it's got to mean something to Tyrion just to have that conceded to. It's like, I saved y'all, motherfuckers. So fuck all y'all. Y'all gonna recognize that. But at least those episodes, like, I mean, they weren't being rotten to one another for once. Having this the same thing happening to both of them that neither one of them wants. They're like, oh, fuck, dude, what are we gonna do? Just kill them both? No, fuck, that won't work. God damn it.
But right after that, it led to the scene in the show that I really wished had continued on. I think it cut off way too early. I'm all like, son of a And that's when Tyrion was telling Sansa that they are now betrothed. Right in front of Shay.
There.
Shay right there.
And Tyrion tried. It's like, yeah, sometimes we find out about things, but we wish we hadn't found out about them until later in another situation. As in, could you please get the fuck out of here so I can talk to you about this shit later? God damn it. I really wanted to see that. I'm right there with you. I really wanted to see that. I mean, we saw what happened afterwards with Sansa crying and whatnot, so she knows now. But oh man, to be a fly on the wall in that room.
Interesting note. I guess we can give the spoiler now since it's already passed in the books.
Yeah.
The twists through the whole marriage thing with Loras and Tyrion with Sansa. It actually ended up being in the books that Marjorie suggested she would marry Loras, but then the old lady Tyrell was actually going to marry Sansa to her handicapped nephew or something instead, and then that's when the match between Tyrion and Sansa. So I guess they felt they didn't have time to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
And they just kind of cut that whole part out and just went from Loras to Tyrion.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, was it something like majorly important in the books?
No. It was just an interesting side note. That's something that they changed in the show that they left out.
Oh. Okay.
I think his name was like Wendell or something.
It's like, is he even in the show?
No, he wasn't really. He wasn't in the book either. He was just mentioned.
I got you. But we saw, it's like, I mean, there was definitely a person trying to stop this whole marriage thing from happening. That was Lady Tyrell, and I really liked the scene between her and Tywin.
Yeah, that was
Tyren. This is gonna piss me off, isn't it? Anyway, but I thought that was a great
at least
scene.
Tyrion wasn't there.
Yeah, at that point it's like, just fuck it, dude. At that point, their names would be Old Dude, Old Woman, and Little Dude. Because at that point, fuck it, man. But it's like, I like how they were, pretty much just trying to one-up each other. It's like with Tywin telling Lady Tyrell that, pretty much saying that he was perfectly aware that Sir Loras is homosexual. And then Lady Tyrell was like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure. What did she call him? Was like, what, a sword swallower or something like that? It's fantastic. She's like,
that was pretty funny. Always a sword swallower or something like that.
Mm-hmm. But then it's like she turned it around and went with the angle of but siblings going at it? Yeah, that's not okay. And it's like, yeah, your daughter's kind of old.
Yeah, she's the mother of the king. That kind of dates her right there.
Exactly. But it's like, hey, I got to give it up to Tywin on this one. It's like he had his trump card when he threatened to put Sir Loras on the king's guard. That was a hell of a trump card.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It's like he'll own no lands, will father no children, and he'll swear to the king's guard. So it's like, is this marriage thing happening, or am I going to start signing some paperwork? What's up? Okay. Fair enough, dude. You win. I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens when, presuming that these marriages actually take place, and what's going to happen then. Anything else at King's Landing before we move on to the Riverlands?
No, that pretty much covers King's Landing.
Yeah.
Excellent, because I really wanted to get to the Riverlands. I mean, first of all, my God. If you didn't feel bad for Theon before, is it okay if you start now? I mean, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I still, maybe it was bad audio or something. I still couldn't tell where the hell they were or who the hell that guy is. And I was trying to listen to that conversation.
Well, okay, so I'll sum it up for you. He made Theon play a guessing game with him to try to figure out who he was. Theon came to the conclusion that he was one of the Karstarks. But then at the end of that, and he admitted that he was a Karstark, and then he said he was a liar. So we still don't know who he is.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, pretty much this guy is torturing Theon because, in his own words, he likes to.
Right. And he made Theon beg to cut off his finger.
Yeah.
By cutting it repeatedly.
Was he trying to pull the bone out? That's what it seemed like he was trying to do.
No, it looks like he was just like cutting it and then like pulling at the skin.
Oh.
Yeah, it seemed more like he was skimming it to me is what it seemed like. Yeah. But it's one thing being tortured for an actual reason because someone wants something from you. This guy's torturing Theon because that's how he gets his rocks off. By his own admission, doesn't want anything, just wants to, hey, let's torture Theon. Huh? What time is it? Oh, it's torture Theon time. Damn, already? Okay.
That's when he's not cleaning up London in an orange jumpsuit. Wait, that might be a different show.
There's a slight chance
that
might be a different show.
And
besides, he's dead in that show anyway.
Oh, that's true.
Super.
No, he's not dead. He traveled back in time.
And then he died.
I don't know.
Yeah. For those of you not aware, we're talking about Misfits, which is a British show that character, that actor rather, is also in. You should check it out. At least the first couple of seasons. After that, don't bother.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, because after that it just gets dumb and like only one of the original cast members is there in the first place. Anyway, we're just gonna move on.
I don't think even anymore. Not anymore.
Yeah, he took off.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shows you how long you stuck watching. All right. Let's see. So, what else? We have Arya learning how to use a bow, getting pretty damn good at it, I'd say. So, when the Red Witch shows up, haven't seen her in a hot second.
Yeah, she shows up, talks to Priest Dude. Priest Dude's all like, "Yeah, I'm a drunkard, but I'm still a good priest, even though I didn't used to be." Mm-hmm. And I bring this motherfucker back 6 times. So what?
Yeah, and even she was surprised about that one. She was like, "You shouldn't have this power." He's like, "Whatever, bitch, rum."
Yeah.
Well, and then they hand over Gendry to her.
Oh yeah, that. Now, let me get this straight. They handed him over so she could have sex with him and make more smoke monsters, right? More smoke babies?
It's possible because Gendry is, like, I mean, let's remember who he is. Like, I don't even think he knows this, but he is the bastard son of former King Robert Baratheon.
Yes.
And this is cool. I actually remembered his name without looking at my notes. Oh, I'm getting good at this.
But yeah, he does not know that.
Okay, that's the one thing I wasn't sure. Is like, I mean, who does know? I mean, Ned Stark knew. Does Littlefinger know who he is?
Yeah.
I forget how Ned found him in the first place. I think it was through Littlefinger.
No, he found him through. He was reading.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, okay.
The guy from the Vale, John Arryn. He read his notes, and then he started looking at the royal book that showed the lineage from all the Robert's bloodline.
Right.
And then he was seeing how all of his family members were born with black of hair, except for Robert's kids, which aren't his.
Yeah.
And then he found out which whores he frequented, and found out that way.
Then okay, yeah, it's like that's right. It's like it's hard to remember. It's like, damn, that was way back in season 1. Back when Ned was still alive. Because like I was like, okay, so he's one of the people that know who Gendry is, Ned, and he's not telling anyone on account of being dead. And I don't think anyone else. It's like, well, clearly the Red Witch knows who he is, otherwise she wouldn't want him. So I think that's about it.
I think the most interesting part of that scene, however, was at the end of that scene where basically the Red Witch tells Arya exactly how many people she's going to murder in her lifetime.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting
She's all
as well.
like, yeah, I see three dead people here. One of blue eyes, one of green eyes, one of brown eyes.
Yeah, that was a bit strange. And then she very cryptically tells her, we will meet again. It's like, okay. That cryptic crap. But it should be interesting to see how that plays out. But it's like I do feel bad that because Gendry was Arya's pretty much last running buddies. Like everyone else went off and did their own thing. It was pretty much just the two of them, and now it's back to being just her.
Well, to be fair, he was leaving anyway.
Well, at least on his terms.
Well, she was leaving.
Well, yeah. Well, he was leaving her in a way because she was on his. He was on her quest.
Right.
Yeah. And now this leaving thing is taking a much more serious turn. It's like I don't know what's going to happen with there. It's like maybe it is because he does have the lineage of a king that the Red Witch can use him to make more shadow babies or whatever the fuck. Or I don't know. With her, it's like who knows why she wants him. This is just.
The answer may surprise you, but I'll respect you.
Oh, I have no doubt that the answer will surprise me. I have absolutely no doubt.
I've done a little more reading on this one true God, and I think we attributed the one true God to like the Christian God in our last episode. It's not anything like that. This is this one true God is like a fire god. It's like Diablo type of god. I mean, this is an evil fucking god.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like Satan.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, lovely.
So,
sounds like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah, this is definitely going to get a hell of a lot more interesting.
Which is why we got shadow demons and coming out of the JJs and shit.
Oh, someone we skipped over was Bran in the gang, in the Reeds.
Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and do that now then. Yeah, I think it's funny how Osha and Mira are still prattling and arguing with one another, and Bron's like, you know what? Both of y'all bitches could shut the fuck up. I'm tired of this shit. Y'all been doing this shit since y'all met.
Rabbits.
Yes, y'all both great at skinning rabbits. Now shut the fuck up. A point of view of which I'm not entirely unsympathetic. I mean, can you imagine having to put up with that? But it's like, I mean, they very begrudgingly, well, okay, more OSHA was very begrudgingly, okay, fine, you're an okay hunter, I guess, bitch.
Well, I mean, she did bring meat. She did bring food.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so she doesn't know how to skin it as well as everyone else. But still, she brought it.
Yeah, it's like, it's fair enough. It's like she caught the damn thing in the first place, so.
I think the whole rabbit thing was just some filler for a reason to be there, while Judge and Reed had his little vision there.
Yeah, it's like, and I guess the visions really do take their toll. It's like, I mean, he had himself a right sieger.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish they would have explained what the vision was more, other than saying John's on the wrong side of the wall.
Yeah, I mean, because we kind of knew that. It's like, yeah, he's north of the wall. You know, he's a member of the Night's Watch. He's either going to be there at Castle Black. It's not really. That's what they do.
It kind of reminded me, though, that we've got a lot of groups all going to the same place.
Uh-huh.
We got Bran's group. We got the Jon Snow, and then we've got the Crows. And then where's Arya going? The Wall, right?
No,
Arya's going to River Run.
going to River Run.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Supposedly.
Yeah, so hopefully she should meet up with Rob down there. Right now, Rob's got other issues. That whole not marrying the person he was supposed to marry thing, kind of coming back to haunt him now.
Yeah, but dude, even though it was begrudgingly agreed to marry another daughter, and that should help.
Yeah, very begrudgingly.
Yeah.
Edmure did not want to do that at all, like not even a little.
And that'll give Rob Stark the forces to attack Casterly Rock, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. It's like, and how do you think that one's gonna go? Is like, I mean, he's planning to attack the Lannister homestead. Now, granted, it's like,
Tyrion's gonna be happy. Tyrion's gonna be like, "You didn't give it to me. See, that's what happens when you don't give it to me. I would have defended that shit."
Yeah, Tyrion's gonna be a fuck. But it's like, I imagine that's really gonna piss Tywin off. It's like, I mean, because there's no one really there defending it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like the men and whatnot, but there's no one there. So it's like, I mean, this attack could go very well for Rob, but it's like there's going to be comeuppance for it because Tywin is going to be very, very mad. Livid, actually, would probably be a better word.
And then we have the last Lannister. We have Jaime Lannister's story.
Mm-hmm.
Jaime Lannister's probably going to see his lovely, darling sister.
Yeah, but he might have to do so without his new bestest friend.
Yeah. I don't see why. I really don't understand why they would break up that duo, because she was doing exactly what they want done. They want him to go to King's Landing and say, "Hey, the Lord didn't cut off my hands like his underlings did." She is committed to doing that, so why not let her do it?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. It's like, I mean, you do want him to make it there, don't you? Yeah. It's like, I mean, the man can't even eat a prepared meal in front of him. How in the fucking hell do you expect him to make it all the way to King's Landing all on his own?
I would have poked a fork in the meat and just right off the fork. But he's a lord, so he probably won't do that.
Not at all. But it's kind of funny. Lord Bolton is like he don't want to start anything with the Lannisters. It's like, yes, please go back. Just tell him I had nothing to do with this. Yeah, your hands off. That sucks, and I didn't do it. So just we're here, right? We cool. We cool. I mean, we cool. But yeah, she ain't going nowhere.
I think it's interesting to note that he's deciding to do this after the Karstarks have left Robb Stark's army, because as we know, Bolton is with the North right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he sees the writing on the wall that the war's lost for them, perhaps.
Then why is he bothering and holding Brienne for treason?
True. Well, maybe he won't, but I don't know. It's odd that he would not return Jaime Lannister, but he would return Brienne. It's kind of contradictory.
Yeah, it's like neither part of this plan makes sense. It's like, I mean, if he's gonna one way or the other, it's like he's got to go in a full measure, because the way he's doing it does not make sense. Nothing's gonna get done.
No, then again, maybe he's trying to placate both sides. I know. Well, Jaime got away, but we got her.
I guess, but it's like, okay, yay, you got her. What the fuck am I supposed to do with her now? There's nothing I can do. I needed Jaime. And then Jaime's off somewhere. It's like, maybe he makes it back to King's Landing, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. With only one hand, he can barely eat, let alone use a sword. I don't think that's looking too good for Jaime making it back all on his lonely.
I still,
see him orchestrating a plot to get Brienne out anyway and escaping.
I posed the question that I posed before: is what is Jaime going to do once he gets to King's Landing? I mean, without a hand, he's pretty much useless. He hasn't really shown proficiency in anything other than fighting and fucking his sister.
Well, he can still fuck his sister.
Yeah, cut that off. Yeah,
he did only use one hand to push Bran off the tower, so I guess he can push little boys off towers still.
Yeah, see? Any 9-year-old climbing a tower that you put in front of Jaime, he can deal with that shit. No problem. Anything more complicated than that, though? And well, it's like, I mean, I don't know.
He even has to learn to be left-handed in alone time now.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least he'll be there and, be with his father and his sister / fuck buddy and his brother. So that could be useful. But yeah, the question comes up: then what? It's like, I mean, just not just in general wise, just storyline wise. I mean, what's next for him after he gets to King's Landing? That's what I'm kind of curious about. It's like, hi, Daddy, I'm here. Well, most of me anyway. And yay! Now we're gonna have a parade. Yes? No parade. Oh, fuck.
Wave to the folks.
Yeah. It's like, oh, wrong one. This is the one I still have. Okay. There we go. Oh, good God.
I think it's interesting that Tywin still kind of considers Jaime his heir, even though he's part of the Kingsguard. Do you think that he'll leave the Kingsguard when he gets back?
Is leaving the Kingsguard an option? Can one leave the Kingsguard?
I thought once you were part of the Kingsguard, that was like a life appointment. Maybe not.
When the Lannisters run shit, they can pretty much do whatever they want.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'll grant that. So what do you see happening? It's like him leaving the Kingsguard and claiming his place at Casterly Rock just in time for it to be sacked by Robb and the crew.
Maybe. I mean, it's interesting to, I don't know, think about what he'll do when he gets back.
Yeah. That'd be funny that if he gets there to Casterly Rock, Robb shows up and goes, "Oh, there you are! I've missed you. It's been so long,
buddy."
Yeah. What a coincidence!
That'll be fucked up and hilarious at the same time. And then Lady Stark looks at him and just goes, "Ah, fuck. Well, that was pointless." All that for nothing. God damn it. Oh, that actually would be funny. But let's see. It's like, all right, so I think we've actually covered everything. Anyone have any wild speculation for next week's episode?
That we're going to see a lot of Khaleesi.
Probably.
Yeah, we've definitely missed her on this episode. I'm very, very interested to know what she's up to at this point on her continued quest. It's like, because she's like the person that's like, I mean, she's the threat that no one knows about yet. She's over here, she has this massive army, she has her dragons and everything, and while everyone's all squabbling for, whatever over in the Seven Kingdoms, she's building up this sizable threat. I'm really looking forward to her crossing the Narrow Sea and getting over there and them figuring out, oh, fuck, the Targaryens. Right, forgot about them. Shit. Oh, and there's dragons. Oh, great. Great, I love those.
I think we'll see. I think we'll see the Hound next week.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. We didn't see him this week, did we? And let's see. It's like it's going to be more of this plot. Is like, I mean, I'm serious. Between Tyrion and Cersei, they have got to be able to figure out some way out of this. They've got to.
Well, I know a little bit about the book, so I'm not going to say much, but they don't. Or at least one of them doesn't.
Ooh,
I won't say who.
Interesting. So it's like, again, it's like, I love the fact that I haven't read the books yet. I don't have to pretend not to know anything. I actually don't. It's awesome. It's not like in Walking Dead when I have to pretend I don't know shit that I've actually known for ages. This is fantastic. Any other wild speculation?
No, I think we're good.
Well, there's no speculation for me.
Yeah, that's true.
Keep you silent.
You're automatically banned from doing wild speculation. This motherfucker would be like, well, on page 459 of the second book, and then this other shit happens over here, and no. All right,
Can I talk about a different show, but it follows?
Go for it. We have time.
Okay. In the webcomic Control Alt Delete, they make a point that 2.5 Men has renewed for a new season, but the boy who's in the show is out of the show now. So they made this webcomic. Where is it? Wait. Do you see it?
No.
Not yet. Oh, there it is. There it is.
They want that to be the new 2.5 Men.
Okay, I guess I wouldn't have much of a problem with that. I'd almost be convinced to watch. Almost.
Well, if we take Ashton Kutcher out and replace him with Jamie Lannister.
There we go.
And take the gay guy out and replace him with Littlefinger or something, maybe.
No, you can't replace a gay guy with a straight guy. We have to replace him with another gay guy. Put Sir Loras in there. There you go.
Yeah, okay, Loras.
He's not gay. He's not... but whatever.
I don't watch the fucking show. As far as I'm concerned, they're all gay. I don't know. But hey, it's like this is the cleanest, probably most concise episode of Geeks It Around you guys will ever see. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up now. If you have anything for us, feel free to email us at geeksitaround@gmail.com. Check out all the other news and whatnot. Should have a review of Iron Man 3 up on the site tomorrow if I haven't posted it already on geeksitaround.com. Feel free to join the community. Well, that link is down in the description. And we will see you right back here next week for The Bear and the Maiden Fair, the 7th episode of this season of Game of Thrones. And also, with the next couple of weeks, we will also do a discussion on Iron Man 3. So keep an eye on the site. We'll let you know when and where. Till next week,